Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving some tips on solo v squatting, and I think this is really important as it's not only for people who are queuing into squats as a solo, but also if your team does go down, or say you might be separated from your squad and you're fighting a whole different team. So I'm going to go over a lot of the things that I like to do, as well as some tips that I've picked up from watching a lot of pro players and such. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and drop a like, and let me know what you thought about the video down in the comments. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the video. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard about positioning and how important it is within Fortnite, but I would go to argue that positioning within solo v squads is definitely more important. For example, if you're on low ground and you're fighting 4 other players and they decide to all spray you out or spam you with explodes or whatever else they have, you're going to have a pretty rough time getting out of that position. Or for example, you're in between 2 squads, which is definitely not a spot you want to be in. For example, here I was kind of on the low ground, so I wanted to find the best place to be, which is on the height, on the outskirts, and not within all the fighting as of now, because there's way too many players and way too much going on. So you just want to get off to this side, and as you can see here, I'm just picking at players, and you can usually pick off a few and maybe pick up a couple kills as well. Another very important trait is awareness, as you're in solo v squads, of course, so there's going to be multiple players. And with that, you don't want to get tagged up unnecessarily from somebody who's in a spot that you might have not have realized. So making sure you know where everybody is and kind of remembering so you don't get those unnecessary tags. As you see here, I hear a player above me, so I quickly box off, and that's one of the biggest things. If he didn't get blocked off, he could easily pump me for 150 in that situation, and then I would be pretty rough or possibly even knocked or limbed. So sort of going along with the awareness is the fact of building too high. A lot of the times within solo v squads, I see a lot of people overbuild, which is a smart thing to do in most situations, as it'll give you time to rain down shots on your opponents, as well as possibly heal up. However, you might share the same fate as this player here, as one of the teammates might fall all the way down and chop the builds down, which will put you in a pretty rough situation, as their teammate can be revived. However, for the most part, you will probably not be able to. So being aware of where everybody is, again, is super important, because if you see one player drop, maybe it's a smart idea to drop down as well. However, I like to carry a little bit of glider redeploy, or possibly if you have a rift, you can always pop that on your fall down. A big thing that I like to do is read my opponents while I'm in the beginning or right before I get into a fight. A lot of times you can tell who the sweaty players are by skins or how they move and play and build when they're pushing towards you. These players, I quickly found out, like to spam, and maybe they weren't the best players, so I kind of change how I'm going to play against them. I don't need to 90 up 15 stories high. I can stay somewhat relatively low and just kind of overbuild to the point where they can't hit their shots on me, and I don't have to really go up too high or suspend myself, attaching to every little bit and bob that I see. But as you'll kind of notice, I'm just kind of leaping around, taking shots while I can, and for the most part, they just really couldn't hit me, as they're probably more of a casual player. So I like to read that and think, okay, do you really think they're going to build to height with me and build battle me? And I'm going to try to change up how I play and how I encounter this fight differently. I'm going to use less mats and more so focus on just keeping a little bit of height over me and getting whatever little advantage I can that might put them at a disadvantage. One of the things I definitely can say is solo squads will most definitely help you with your positioning as well as your decision making. And if you are looking to improve, it is a really great way, because it'll get you into a lot of engagements and it will in turn get you a lot of practice. I personally use solo squads to either warm up and just kind of hot drop the tilted, retail, and stuff, and that will usually get me warmed up pretty well and get me a couple good build fights in and some really good engagements. So I do recommend, if you are looking to improve, hop into some solo squads. It might be hard at first, but over time you will begin to get better, just like everything. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the video there, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to let me know what you thought about down below. And don't forget to check out my Twitter. I have a giveaway going on there from now until March 5th, where a lucky 4 of you will win a couple of V-Bucks. So definitely go check that out. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Thank you all for watching.